I'm WWE Hall of Famer Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Tito Santana.
This is Kurt Angle.
This is Bret the Hitman Hart, and this is going out to Scott and Holly.
You are listening to the
Win Twice Wrestling Podcast
with Scott and Holly.
Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
And this ho's for everybody. Ho!
Ladies and gentlemen, you are about to listen to the incomparable Win Twice Wrestling Podcast with your hosts, Scott and Holly. We always go over, brother, and that's the bottom line. Dig it? So sit back, relax, and prepare to be entertained.
Hello everyone and welcome to episode number 83 of the Win Twice Wrestling Podcast alongside your co-hosts Scott and Holly. Afternoon, Holly.
Hello.
It's been a while.
It has.
I'm trying to recall how I actually do these introductions, and I feel like that was okay.
I feel like it was good.
Hit all the points, said the right number this time, which is always good.
Very good.
Because I may have cocked that up on one of the recent WrestleManias, but who's counting? Well, me, because but badly apparently. So yeah, getting back in the old saddle and doing a bit of giddy up on the old wrestling. We've gone back to a type of journey that we've been doing. It's not the march through the Manias, but it is going through the NXT Takeovers from the beginning. I want to say this is the fourth of the Takeovers that we've seen. And we're getting into the point now where it's getting into my comfort zone of NXT Takeovers. There's going to be a few years still of good shows. I mean, I think for the most part they're going to be good shows. But in terms of the cast of characters that I enjoy seeing on these shows, and we're starting to see some of them make their debuts.
We are.
Around about this point in time. And Holly was, let me tell you how excited Holly was when she saw certain people on this show. She was very excited because no other comments on wrestling. In fact, I don't think we'd spoken for a good few days. And then she just put this person's name and then a waterfall emoji got sent to me. And I was like, oh, I think Holly likes this person. If that wasn't painfully obvious from other shows that they've been on. Having said that, I don't know how many shows they'll have actually been involved in that we've covered. Like, from an in-ring perspective, not at all.
Yeah.
On commentary.
One, maybe?
Maybe?
I'm sure he's been in one.
Yeah, like a Saturday night's
maybe
main event.
When we did the new...
Yeah, that's the only one that I could think it possibly would be, but I'm not convinced. And
I'm sure people will know
who
it is from there.
I mean, let's be fair. It's not Michael Cole, okay? Right, it's never Michael Cole. So the date of this show, and I should actually be more specific, and how are we saying the name of this show? Because my brain doesn't want to say...
Revolution.
So they were saying our evolution.
Yeah.
Is it revolution? Is it re-evolution? Is it revolution? Yeah. What is it?
It's weird, isn't it?
I'm going to go with our evolution because I think that's what they were saying.
Okay.
But I want it to be revolution.
Revolution.
So WWE NXT Takeover our evolution nearly fucked it up immediately.
Yeah.
The date of the show was the 11th of December 2014, getting all festive. And speaking of festive, I can't remember if I've said this, but I call her my auntie, but she's my second cousin, up in Manchester, is very much a Christmas-oriented individual. Nothing wrong with that. I like Christmas, to a point. I didn't realise there were levels to this game. So from, I want to say July, she sometimes puts up it's only 24 Sundays till Christmas.
No, one of those.
Yeah, and I'm like, get in the bin.
God.
But M sees this and gets encouraged.
Yeah.
So the other day, I saw her say, I've sat and watched 2 Christmas films on Great Christmas Movie Channel or something like that. You know, if there's a bakery going out of business and only this handsome fucking suit can solve it.
He's always a millionaire. Yeah. He's always made of stone. And...
Yeah, but he's a real person deep down inside. And all it takes is the blonde from Wisconsin with the massive tits to kind of break him down. It's like, and they're all the same. But anyway, so Em saw this, right?
That's so true.
I know, honestly, it's
so
like that.
True.
Or it's a Christmas tree shop that's going out of business.
They're always going out of business.
It's always, honestly, get better business plans. Yeah. These people are fools. But Em saw that and she went, oh, well, okay. I left the room. 3 minutes later, came back in. What was on TV, Holly?
Oh, no.
Yep, the Christmas TV channel. And I said, I'm out of the room. I had to walk out. I can't celebrate my birthday. And then what? 5 days later, I think it was, have Christmas films on TV. That is mental.
That's so bad.
And for reference, we're recording this, what is it, the 12th, 13th of...
It is the 12th of September.
12th of September, so that puts it in perspective. And this was about 5 days ago she did this, so
Okay.
unacceptable. But yes, anyway, to the point at hand, 11th of December 2014. The venue was Full Sail University, Winter Park, Florida, and the attendance was just over 400 given the size of the venue. How do you feel about, obviously, I mean, they do venture out from going away from Full Sail University for future NXT takeovers, and they're quite big venues that they do go to. How are you with it being in this size arena, always going back to the same place?
I'm all right with it.
Yeah?
I don't mind it. It gives it like a small little house show vibe.
Are we thinking like Progress? Because we always see it at...
I wouldn't even say Progress, because to me Progress looks a lot bigger, like height-wise, because it's double-tiered.
Okay. Well, yeah, but they've also got tiered seating, we have to remember.
Yeah, true. Oh, I quite like it. I'm here for it. Don't mind.
I don't have an issue with it as long as the crowd get involved. And
well, yes, they do.
They do. They're a good crowd. They are a good crowd. So let's jump into the show opening. Before we go into the actual footage of what we see,
yes,
you've seen a few takeovers now. What are we expecting?
Good things.
Good things.
I quite like a takeover.
Good things.
I think it's a safe space for me.
It's a safe space thing, so good things. So we're not seeing Tyson Kidd. So
what a shame.
I know. Oh,
What a
Natty's
shame.
husband. Oh, come on.
Damn.
We don't even see Natty in there. But we do see it's a good bunch. There's a couple of question marks
Okay.
in there for me.
Right.
Only because they've been tarnished by what happened later on after they left NXT.
Okay.
The usual suspects. We will get into them.
Okay.
It will not be a surprise to you when we get there. So the show begins, as we come to expect, with a classic Then, Now, Forever montage before we head to the NXT Takeover Our Evolution promotional package. We get a low-angle camera shot of Kevin Owens standing under the lights as he begins to discuss his 14-year journey to make it to the WWE. How do you feel? I know you don't like knowing the upcoming matches, but you're okay knowing some of the people?
Yeah, I don't mind it with this.
Fine.
With this one, I don't mind.
The banner hanging in the background reads, "You are not here to fill a spot, you are here to take a spot." The VT shifts to other competitors on tonight's card, including the NXT Champion Neville, NXT Women's Champion Charlotte Flair, Hideo Itami, who Holly's a big fan of, and Sami Zayn. One of Holly's favourites, Sasha Banks, makes an appearance, as does Finn Balor. We even get a cheeky cameo from a true Holly favourite, Baron Corbin.
Yay!
Sami says that tonight will be the culmination of his road to redemption, but not if the NXT champion is to be believed. The package ends as it started, with Kevin Owens standing in the ring, dropping to his knees as he beckons the camera forward, saying that tonight is his revolution. Bit of foreshadowing there.
Ooh, okay.
A flashy WWE Network graphical image appears on the screen before we transition to the title of tonight's show in the middle of the ring, and we head now live to the arena. The camera pans those in attendance as an NXT chant is given voice. We waste very little time in heading to our first match, and it's interesting to see the fans are unsure as to who the initial entrance music is for. As it begins to play, they all look at the big screen and only audibly give a reaction when they realise that it is Kevin Owens, who will be making his way out first. I'm so accustomed to hearing, like, all you hear on Kevin Owens is normally the do-do-do-do-do-do-do, and the fans go, whoa!
Yeah.
And this one, they're like, who?
Yeah.
Which is really strange, actually.
I quite liked it though, like it was genuine.
Yes, and you could see it meant something to him when he came out to hear that reaction as well.
For sure.
Something really interesting to witness. So we're going straight into match number 1. I will say there were a couple of things that I was expecting.
Oh.
I've seen this show previously, so
Okay.
cards on the table. It's been a while, but I have seen the show.
Right.
From watching it chronologically, not obviously episode by episode, but we have watched them in that order as we've been going through it. The one thing that I'm fully expecting until he's no longer in NXT is Sami Zayn to steal the show. Mm-hmm. He's not won, I think, at a single takeover up until this point, which he may or may not win. He did. Spoiler alert, sorry, it's 11 years ago, I think you'll forgive me.
Yeah.
But every match he's been in has been
Good. Very, very,
very,
good.
very good, to say the least,
Yeah.
if not exceptional, in one particular case with Cesaro, as you will recall. So that's a kind of a given. I knew this was Kevin Owens' debut.
Right.
I knew that he got a bit of a boo-boo in his match.
Yeah.
What else did I know from this show going into it? I think that might have been it, to be fair. Because, like I said, it has been a while since I've seen it. It's probably not long after I got the network, which would have been 2015, I think I got it. So I'd have seen it a few months after this, because I think it was actually in the new year, and I would have just smashed through all these shows. And we're starting off in a positive manner, as far as I'm concerned. Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
I will have nothing ill said of this man. He is my spirit animal.
Okay.
The moment that sticks out to me from Kevin Owens, and he's had so many good moments, even just in the WWE, forgetting what he did on the independents before he got there, but the moment that just comes into my head every time, especially with what's come out about them since then, is the time where he's in the ring with Vince McMahon. They go to shake hands, and then he gives him a Glaswegian kiss and busts him open. And I always thought, I bet that felt good. Just because you'd be concerned as well, because at the end of the day, it's still an older man, but it's your boss.
Yeah.
But also a bit of a dick. So just putting a little, I don't know if you'd pull it or if you'd give it a little bit of extra mustard.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Vince, to give him credit, if he went in soft like a limp noodle, he'd be annoyed. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's just a moment that sticks out to me. But Kevin Owens has an ability to always capture the emotion that he needs to for whatever situation he's in. He can do funny, he can do serious, he can do scary, he can do moody. He's got the full range.
Yeah.
And each aspect that he needs to demonstrate in any given scenario that we've seen him in, he always does well. Okay. Like even playing the kind of straight man to Chris Jericho's You Made the List,
I like that,
but with an undertone of clearly taking the piss as well. It's just really good. Underrated, I think, Kevin Owens. As much as a lot of people like him, I think when he's no longer doing what he does, he will be more missed than most people will expect. The people that don't particularly could take him or leave him, I think they'll go, oh, actually, we had something there.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
Yeah.
His opponent for the night is probably not someone we're likely to do that with, at least not within the confines of WWE. CJ Parker.
Yeah.
So we've seen him now on a couple of takeovers.
Yeah.
The first was a stellar jobbing to Baron Corbin, was it?
Yeah.
So let's see how he's going to do against the debuting Kevin Owens. Holly, whose corner are you in?
Definitely Kevin Owens.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah, I did. It's weird because one of my notes was like, I forgot. Even though we've watched him in Takeover before, he sounds really harsh, but he's so CJ Parker, Juice Robinson, whatever you call him, is so forgettable to me.
Interesting.
As in, like I saw him and I went, oh yeah, I forgot he was. Like I know him now, but to me, he's always been in. I know he hasn't, but he's been in AEW for so long.
CJ Parker and Juice Robinson are two different people to you.
Yes.
Okay.
Very. I mean, now let's throw in a third one because he shaved off his beard and looks bizarre as anything.
It does. It like highlights how big his eyeballs are.
Weird, isn't it?
I'll be honest, and I think I commented on it on the match. He can pull off the dirty white boy dreads, and I don't think many people can do that.
I
and
would
he's
agree.
Yeah, and do you know what?
Suits him.
Playing the heel, whatever. It works. I thought the character of CJ Parker works.
I prefer him. I prefer watching him in this, even though I'm saying like he's forgettable for me.
Yeah.
I prefer watching him in this than watching him in what he does now.
Looking like a dishevelled pineapple. Yeah.
Sure.
He's kind of like he's on the way to. All he needs is a rake in front of him to tread on it, hit him in the face, and go. Like, that's all he needs. He's on the way. He's on the way to Sideshow Bob territory, is all I'm saying. So, yeah, I'm fully backing Mr. Owens in this one as well. So, making his way down to the ring, and now I've got a song in my head, to a great reception once the fans realised it was him, Kevin Owens takes a moment to pause at the top of the ramp to take it all in. Even on commentary, they make a point of saying that it looks like he has tears in his eyes, having finally made it to the big stage. With KO now standing in the ring, we briefly head, I don't respect this, to the NXT announce desk where we see Alex Riley and Rich Brennan alongside none other than Mr. Waterfall Maker, Corey Graves. Holly, give me your thoughts.
Oh, God. Very happy.
Yes?
Very happy. I mean, last time I was happy because we had Renee Young on commentary. Happy with that. And now this time, absolutely great.
Didn't care for her much on commentary, I'll say.
I quite liked her, you know.
She was okay. But I feel like too much... A little of her on commentary goes a long way.
Okay.
I feel, I remember thinking at the time, like, I thought she was going to be worse than she was, which she wasn't. But there's just something not... Because she seems like such a naturally nice person. When she's arguing with other people, doing it from... It became a bit churlish. It was a bit like... Oh, no, don't do this. Please, don't do this.
Okay.
So having her off commentary, as a backstage interviewer, perfect.
Oh, yeah,
Doing the
she's
talk
great,
shows,
yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
Not on commentary for me.
Okay. I'm very happy that Corey's on.
I
I
think
he's actually brilliant.
I'll be honest, as much as I mock you for, having
Yeah.
a little soft wet spot for him, for me, I think he is massively underrated. Like,
Sure.
I've got nothing against Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
He's entertaining enough. I'd rather have Corey Graves.
All day.
I'd rather have Corey Graves on commentary with Michael Cole, specifically.
Yeah, those two, I enjoy it. It bothered me when I was like, oh, why have we got Wade Barrett? Like,
Again, I don't dislike Wade Barrett.
I don't dislike him, but if I am having a choice,
Yeah.
give me Corey Graves.
And do you know
not
what's-
just because he's pretty.
And do you know what's weird, though, with the Wade Barrett thing? Because he does an absolutely fine job.
Yeah.
Like, he's never really missing a step.
Mm-hmm.
I have a real issue, and I don't know why, with a WWE commentator having an English accent. Unless you're Lord Al,
Oh.
I don't like it.
Maybe
It doesn't
it's 'cause
sit right.
No one can live up to Lord Al, that's why.
Well, yeah, and I'm sure we'll get some episodes in the not-too-distant future with him in it as well, but it just doesn't hit my ears right for some reason. Like, if I'm watching
So
Progress...
if, like, Regal is on...
Oh, Regal might be the exception, actually, in
Yeah.
NXT, but he's not animated enough. When he's sort of like, oh, yes, I remember that I was doing this once on a Friday evening
He's
in
got a
Yorkshire.
very soothing voice, whereas Barrett's is a bit like a...
Yeah, like that's kind of the... I can't do impressions of either man, as you could probably tell. But it's
Regal's
just...
was alright.
Well, I'll take that. But yeah, it just doesn't...
Okay.
It doesn't hit my ears right. Whereas weirdly, if I'm watching Progress, perfect. I want English announcers on that.
Yeah.
Although we did have SoCal Val do one announce gig. I think it was the first show we went to, a Progress, and that didn't bother me either. So I don't know. Maybe I'm a conundrum. Making his way down to the ring now, and that song is still in my head, is The Warrior of Mother Earth, CJ Parker. I'm pretty sure I've said it before, but I'll say it again. This is arguably CJ's best look.
Yeah.
He actually suits the dirty white boy dreads. There you go. I remember saying it at the time, and it remains true now. No sooner has the bell sounded, Kevin flies across the ring, delivering a hard clothesline against the turnbuckles, causing the crowd to cheer. Owen sprints across the ring and returns to deliver a second before once again heading across the ring, only this time to deliver a cannonball in the corner. Did you have a sense which way this match was going?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you think it was going to be Baron Corbin-esque?
Yeah.
Yep. As Parker rolls to the outside, KO picks up the little placard that CJ brought to the ring, raising it above his head and breaking it over his knee, much to the delight of the crowd. Owens hits the ropes and goes flying over the top with a senton that wipes out his opponent. Looks good.
I don't like it.
Holy shit, indeed. It's very apparent to me, Holly, that Kevin Owens immediately feels like an integral part of NXT and that he's a big-time player right out of the gate. He feels important. So CJ Parker's not going to have a good night, is what I'm thinking. Owens looks into the camera and declares that this is only the beginning. Well, yes, it is your debut. They return to the ring as the fans chant, "This is awesome," and we see CJ back himself into the corner, sidestepping KO but missing with a wild right forearm. Right hands and a knife-edge chop land from the Canadian, and the referee has to pull him away. As he returns, he is met with a jumping leg lariat that looks like it lands very hard. Not the bit that injured him. CJ looks to capitalise by stomping away on the downed Owens, but he looks to fight back. Parker stays in control, though, as the fans now begin to chant, "Owens gonna kill you." CJ throws up the double peace sign, but misses with a running back senton. KO charges in and manages to block the boot attempt, but does take a vicious palm strike to the bridge of the nose that folds him to the canvas, and he's forced to kick out at 2.
Yeah, it's actually broke his nose.
He did. This was the exact moment that it happened.
It also split CJ's palm open too.
That is an unbelievable... He must have hit... I'm surprised he didn't completely knock him out, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's brutal, because it doesn't look, from our angle, any worse than a normal...
No, see, to me, I watched it and I went, oh no.
Because I thought the leg lariat looked pretty hard as well, because I remember he busted open his nose, and I thought it was the palm strike, but when I saw the leg lariat, I was like, oh, was it that? Because that looked pretty hard, and Kevin was doing that off that move as well. So I see why CJ maybe didn't last particularly long.
Yes, I did Google it as well afterwards, being like,
Please tell me more.
And I didn't write anything down because it wasn't worthy. But yeah, it literally confirmed that he broke his nose, split his palm open, and that the two of them actually like got on really well after it. Would like just joke about it, and apparently they send each other a text on the anniversary of the day it happened.
Brilliant.
Just to like get commemorated.
Oh, that's nice, isn't
Yeah.
it? It shows that you can be, because I'll be honest, I would struggle to not like
in a casual day-to-day life. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, if to be fair, if I'm running at someone and they palm strike me in the nose, that's on me.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like I'd go, oh okay, and I know you're not supposed to go. Here's a receipt.
Well, no.
But you better believe, I think if someone broke my nose, and Kevin doesn't do it, to be fair to him, he's way more professional than I'd ever be about it. Because I think I'd go, okay, it's a shame if that kick to the midsection hit you in the dick.
Oh, right. I see.
I'm not saying I'd try and break the guy's nose back in return, but I'd like them to know. It depends. Like I said, to be fair, I think CJ, as he falls on him, realises what he's done, because I think he says something like, are you okay? And you kind of go, yeah, I mean, I've got 4 nose holes now, so I mean, I'm great. I'm absolutely superb. I can breathe. I've never breathed clearer, to be honest. But yeah, looks nasty. No shit did that look vicious, as we see it is busted Kevin's nose wide open. Seeing the blood drip down the face of Kevin, the referee applies latex gloves. Cheeky. Parker charges in and lands jumping double knees to the chest in the corner, but is turned upside down on a clothesline moments later. Owens wipes the blood from his face and scoops up CJ in a pump handle suplex to deliver a neck breaker. Holly winces. The crowd eat it up with a spoon, but that isn't all. KO sends Parker into the ropes and connects with a pop-up powerbomb for the 1, 2, 3. Your winner of this match by pinfall, Kevin Owens. A bloody KO is mopped down by the official before bouncing chest first off the ropes with his tongue out. Hell of a debut for the big man. Holly, what do you think of the match and what did you score it?
I scored it 2.5. Very middle of the road. Because for the length of it, I can't justify giving it any more than 2.5.
Okay.
Good. Yeah, enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It wasn't, and it also wasn't a 2-second, I'm just going to obliterate you match.
That's later.
Yes. Which I did enjoy. I thought also it makes Kevin Owens look better, that it wasn't just a run over.
Yeah, no, I agree. I went 2 stars. The length actually being the thing that stopped me going any higher. CJ didn't really get much offense in other than breaking the nose of Kevin. But it was good. It served its purpose. I didn't hate it. 2 stars felt okay.
Yeah, it was a nice opener.
Yeah. As KO is visibly instructed to stay in the ring by the official to prolong his moment, we head back to the commentary position where they discuss Corey's addition to the announce booth. Your boy's getting some time in the sun here. Corey says that he's been unlucky with a number of concussions and that the doctors have advised him that maybe it's time for him to hang it up. However, thankfully, WWE asked him to join the commentary team at NXT. Triple H specifically.
Really?
There's a clip out there online of him being told that he had another concussion because early on he was a former NXT Tag Team Champion alongside Neville. And he just kept getting concussion after concussion after, and they're like, you're done, basically. And he was obviously understandably emotional about it, thinking it was over, and they were interviewing him about it when Triple H came in and said, we'd like to, we see potential in you as an announcer, we'd like you to do commentary here at NXT. And he was understandably thrilled. And look, I mean, this is 2014? You forget actually how long he's been doing it on commentary. He's pushing 11 years in it would be pushing 11 years. Why he keeps going up and down the pecking order, I don't know. Because I think he's arguably the best. I mean, Michael Cole's got the tenure, and I've swung round a bit to Michael Cole over recent years. But as far as I'm concerned, I don't think anyone else can lay a glove on him.
Nope.
Not in the company at the moment, but that's just one man's opinion. Alex promises Corey 2 things. Firstly, that do you know who Alex Riley is, by the way?
No.
Okay, I'll give you a bit of background.
Should I?
No, because you weren't watching at the time, but he was a WWE wrestler.
I figured by the interaction they had, there was something there, but I didn't care enough to look at it, I'll be honest.
He was on one of the earliest seasons of NXT.
Okay.
And his pro that he was aligned with was The Miz.
Oh, really?
Yes, and for a while when The Miz was doing stuff on the main roster at a WWE title level, Alex Riley was his lackey.
Okay.
So I think at the WrestleMania where Miz goes in as champion, Alex Riley is with him around that time. So we're talking 2012. So, oh, Christ, or 2011 maybe? 2011 potentially. So we're only talking 2 years before he was...
Oh, okay.
He wasn't good. Right. He had a good look about him. You can tell by his frame, he's a big guy. He was better on commentary than I thought he was going to be. I'll say that, but that's a little bit of the background on Alex Riley. He wasn't around for much longer. Where are we here? So, yeah, Alex promises Corey two things. Firstly, that they're going to disagree over a few things, but secondly, and most importantly, they're going to have a lot of fun, and that he's pleased he's here. They fist bump to seal the moment. Bro. Nice?
Yeah.
It was cheesy. I didn't like it.
Yeah, I just quite happy watching
Corey
on my screen, I'll be honest.
Fine.
Fine.
The conversation now shifts to the NXT title match, and we see the champion Neville stretching backstage in the gym area. We see a WWE.com exclusive interview where a suited Neville says that he feels sorry for Sammy and actively tried to deter him from putting the self-imposed stipulation about retiring if he doesn't win the match. You didn't like that stipulation, did you?
No. I think it's stupid.
Why did you not like it?
Because
and I know the answer.
It's always stupid. It's always the same. Because he's obviously not going, so then it tells me exactly what's going to happen.
Or could they have had him go and come back as El Generico, the masked man? So you wouldn't have known it was him.
No, but I don't. Yeah,
no, I agree.
I don't ever like those matches. Like, oh, if I lose, I'm going to leave. You're not though, are you? Because
unless
you might
you are.
leave for a little, and then if it's like a retirement match, fine. But then it's a retirement match. It's not like I just think it's dumb. It's just a stipulation I've never enjoyed.
Yeah, I didn't care for that stipulation in this match. I will say that Sammy actually plays it very well.
Yeah.
In the promo we see from him later on. But as soon as you see that, even back then, I was like, okay, right, so we know the result of this one. There was a lot of momentum behind Sami Zayn anyway, so there was kind of expectations he would be the next person to take it. So I didn't even really need that, but I guess they just wanted to add a little zhuzh of some kind to the sauce, as it were. Okay, so the focus now shifts from the main event to the NXT Tag Team Champions, the Lucha Dragons, and we get the promotional image of the champions and their challengers, the Vaudevillains, who appear on screen.
Yeah.
Happy boy.
Yeah.
Love the Vaudevillains.
Yeah.
Do you even remember them?
Yeah. I
How
do.
you remember them?
I remember it being such a good gimmick, though.
Yes.
Like, I just thought it was really clever.
Yep.
Really clever, and I loved... We haven't got there yet, but their entrance, to me, was one of the best.
Yes, 100%.
Like, one of the best. Brilliant.
100%. Big fan of it.
Yeah.
Big fan of them as a tag team. As individual acts, no. They need each other to work. I would have said the same about the Ascension as well, who we see later in the show, that they don't make sense not together.
No.
And they go on a nice... We've got some nice shows with them coming up at Takeovers where the crowd fully get behind them.
Okay.
So that's something to look forward to as well. Like some of the tag teams actually that they have come through NXT is really, really fun to watch. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So where did that leave us? Okay. When the image dissolves, we head into Latin music and a VT package for the defending champions that highlights their colourful attire and high-flying repertoire. The champions talk about their confidence and unique skill set and that they are ready and waiting to take on all challengers. We now return to the ring where JoJo introduces us to the upcoming match. The Lucha Dragons versus the Vaudevillains for the NXT Tag Team titles. Holly.
Yeah?
Whose corner are you in?
It's a hard one.
You like colourful masks?
I do.
But you've already touched upon the Vaudevillains entrance.
Yeah, I did really like these guys. So it was a bit hard, but I was like, no, I'd rather they won.
Okay, so we're both on the corner, or in the corner, I should say, for the Vaudevillains. Upsettingly, making their way to the ring first are indeed the tag team champions. Why, Holly?
Yeah,
why?
I was going to say, it's not even like the second entrance requires them to come out second.
It's not. It's because they need to come out first because of the trampoline.
Oh, right, okay.
And they get done dirty on the trampoline. It's a great visual seeing Kalisto and Sin Cara fly into the ring, but they are done a little bit dirty by the camera angle that highlights the little trampoline they use to get in the ring. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Holly, but is this your first time really experiencing the Vaudevillains?
No, see, I've definitely seen them. I don't know how.
It must have been like a flash in the pan moment because
Maybe.
I don't think
But
you were
they
back
went
in the game.
They went on to the main
Briefly,
roster,
I think.
though, didn't they?
Yeah.
So that's definitely where I would have seen them. I wouldn't have
Okay.
seen them in NXT.
But much like what happened
But-
to a lot of the tag teams and other teams, or individuals, I should say, that went up to the main roster, they
Yeah.
kind of petered out pretty hard.
Yeah, I just remember seeing them and thinking, oh, I really like this. This
Mm.
is really good. But then not really being committed to watching too much. So
Okay,
never really know what happened.
fair enough. The lights go down and we go to monochrome vision. The Master of Ceremonies appears from behind the curtains on the big screen to introduce us to, in turn, Aiden English and Simon Gotch. The spotlight hits each man in turn, and they shake hands as the music takes a more dastardly tone, and they make their way down to ringside. Don't know about you, Holly, but I bloody enjoy this. That's what I've got. And I do know about you, Holly,
Yep.
because you've said it. It's a great visual for those watching at home, but live in the arena, seeing them in full Technicolor must be a bit odd.
Yeah, true.
Because we get the benefit
takes
of what
that
they're
away,
going
doesn't
for.
it? Yeah.
Yep. The official raises the titles high into the air, and the bell sounds for this match to get underway. Gotch and Sin Cara start the bout off with a collar and elbow tie-up. Quick shift to the hammerlock position, but Gotch retains a waistlock until the masked man secures the arm. Whip is reversed and Sin Cara springs off the middle rope to deliver a flying headbutt. I think that's what he was going for anyway. That's kind of how it lands. A clothesline follows, as does a Cape Rada, that only just finds its intended target. Stiff kick to the arm and Sin Cara jumps into the wheelbarrow position but finds his legs caught by English before sending both challengers over with a side headlock takedown and head scissors in unison. Tag made to the smallest man in the match, and the champs send Gotch down to the canvas with a snapmare before delivering a pair of kicks to the chest. Wheelbarrow assisted back senton from Kalisto lands and we get our first pinfall attempt. Something that I know from just seeing things about, I don't know if it was online or in videos, but a lot of people talking about Simon Gotch. And a bit of an arsehole to deal with, I think, from a lot of people.
Really?
And you wouldn't necessarily get that from just seeing, I mean, not that you should get that from seeing his on-screen persona. But yeah, just a bit of a big head, bit hard to work with, difficult, not particularly pleasant.
It's a shame.
Yeah, and I think that's probably why he got found out on the main roster pretty quickly. Because he went, Aiden English stayed around for a while.
Yeah, I remember him being around solo as well for a bit.
He was never around Solo Sikoa. He's not part of the Bloodline
you know what I
storyline.
mean.
He was very much there for Rusev Day, though. And he's married, of
Yes.
course, to Eddie Guerrero's daughter. Or they were. I don't know if they still are. You should have your finger on the pulse of this kind of stuff better than me.
No.
Are they still
Yeah,
in
sure.
together? Sure, brilliant, excellent
Sure.
investigative work in the field.
Allegedly.
Bobby Heenan would be impressed. Front face lock applied, and we get a quick tag back to Sin Cara, who lands a dropkick off a whip from his partner. Michinoku driver by Sin Cara, which Rich Brennan laughably calls a powerbomb, and we get another kick out at 1.
They're still married.
They're still married, thank you very much. Gotch pushes off but finds his hip toss attempt blocks, but he does make a tag before Sin Cara can secure a backslide pin. As English looks to enter the ring, he is unintentionally knocked off the apron, but as the masked man goes for a sunset flip, he's dragged out of the ring by the future husband of Saul Guerrero, and lands hard on the edge of the ramp. They return to the ring, but we only get a count of 1. A brief beatdown is conducted by Aiden, who makes another cover, but still not enough for the win. Tag made to Gotch, and the challengers land a pair of stiff strikes that floors one half of the champions. Another cover, another count of 1. Neck crank by the mustachioed one, who secures a crucifix pin for a near fall. Tag made to English, and this time the vaudevillains land a pair of deafening knife-edge chops. 1 count. Whip sends Sin Cara into the buckles, but he gets an elbow up on the charge. He looks to make his way to his corner, but a bizarre small package sent him between the bottom and middle ropes to the outside. I was very confused.
Bizarre small package.
Yeah. But it was really odd, wasn't
Yeah,
it? It was clever, I guess, but just I didn't quite land. Baseball slide drop kick knocks him down, and now Aiden English sweeps the leg of Kalisto, causing him to land hard on the apron. Back in the ring, and after a beatdown in the corner, Gotch is once again the legal man. The challengers become a little careless as Sin Cara sweeps the legs and rolls over, looking to make the tag only to be stopped by a secure grip on his ankle. A chop to the back and back suplex grounds the escape attempt, but it's still not enough for more than a count of 1. English back in, and after kissing his fingers inexplicably, he lands a stiff stomp to the chest before delivering a knee to the side of the head. Didn't realise he was a chef. Another count of 1, and now English applies a chin lock. I'll tell you what would happen, by the way. If Vince was in charge, Tony D'Angelo goes to the main roster. He's the fucking finger-kissing Italian chef who's making mama spaghetti. That's what's happening, okay?
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm opposed to
Down
it.
for that.
Yeah. You love a bit of
It just
pasta,
makes
though.
me hungry, I'll be honest.
Of course it does.
really
You love
does.
an Italian.
All I could think, as soon as you said that, was like, oh, spaghetti and meatballs is all I could think.
I had lasagna last night, and it was
Oh,
sensational lasagna.
lasagna.
Lovely lasagna. Sorry, you say lasagna.
Lasagna.
How'd you say it?
Oh, you just lasagna.
Lasagna.
Yeah, you're posher than me.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's obvious. What are we doing here? Another count of 1, and now English applies a chin lock. Sin Cara is once again backed in the opposing corner, where he is elevated to the top rung. He fights back and delivers forearms to both challengers before impressively rolling over the back of English and headstand flipping to his own corner to make the tag. From the top, Kalisto delivers crossbody to English and delivers a high kick to the side of the head of Gotch standing on the apron. Duck of a clothesline and a corkscrew. I was trying to get ahead of my writing here. Duck of a clothesline and a corkscrew springboard crossbody connects with a legal man. I don't know how to describe this next thing I see here.
Okay.
Hands-free headstand flip off the ropes.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's like, yeah. It's just the flip off the ropes, isn't it? But he doesn't
Touch
put
the floor.
any hands down whatsoever.
Yeah, it's very impressive.
Impressive.
Very, very impressive. And it leads to a spinning kick to English, and as Gotch looks to run interference, he takes a crossbody from the top from Sin Cara. Kalisto delivers a roll-through kick to Simon, sending him out of the ring, and when Aiden charges in, he is elevated over the top and down onto his partner from the champions. The Dragons signal something is coming, and they take flight over the top rope, but only land on English as Gotch moves out of the way in the nick of time. Actually, it appears as though Aiden pushed him out of the way. What a hero. Gotch runs over and rolls Kalisto into the ring as we get the unique chant of chivalry, chivalry, Fine.
Okay.
He looks to pick his moment, but finds himself immediately dropped with a Selena del Sol, hook of the leg, and we get the 1, 2, 3. Your winners of this match, and still NXT Tag Team Champions, the Lucha Dragons. Holly, what do you think of this match, and what did you score it?
Again, I thought it was alright. I gave it a 2 out of 5.
Okay.
So we've dropped down a half point.
Okay.
It was good. Kalisto, I could watch all day long.
Yep.
Not really that fussed at this point of it being a tag thing.
Okay. I mean, they've only just won the championship.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why. It just was a bit like he's always the main focal
The star
point,
attraction.
isn't he? Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm obviously been sucked in by that because he's the one I want to watch.
And that's fair. I think so. I gave
Out
it a
of the two
2
of
as
them.
well. So I
Okay.
scored it the same as the opener. There was more substance to it, but something didn't quite flow for me in it.
Yeah.
And I was aware. I don't know how to describe it without sounding like a moron. I was aware
just say
that
it.
I wasn't engaged in the match because I didn't believe what was happening between the two lot of them.
Yeah.
Again, nothing bad with the
No,
match
it wasn't
itself,
bad
but
at all.
it didn't do anything for me
Yeah.
beyond just going, okay, cool,
Yeah.
done, move on. I don't care for the Lucha Dragons as a team. I don't think I necessarily said this at the last show more because I was focused on the Ascension and their dissension. But yeah, it's just they're fine, but I don't know. Tag team champions, no, not for me, but they're fine. They're fine. The cameras now take us backstage where we see the back of a shirt which reads "Do It Like a Boss," and we see the challenger, Sasha Banks, calm your excitement, begin getting assisted in getting ready for her upcoming challenge by none other than Becky Lynch.
Yeah, of all the people to help you, you can get Becky Lynch to help you.
Yep, apparently so. Yeah, they're Bezzy mates and all that. From here, we head to a promotional package of the NXT supporters. Hang on, the what?
Ooh.
NXT superstars, not supporters. As the voice of Triple H tells us that the stars of the future are here. We also hear the voice of Paul Heyman questioning who will be the next main event and the next big thing. William Regal says that this is the gateway and that this is where they could change the world. Throughout this package... No, you can't. Throughout this package, we see a mixture of in-ring action from the current crop of NXT competitors before the package concludes advertising the weekly NXT television show. Into another match, Holly.
Yes.
And I wasn't surprised by one of these two competitors, but I will say, seeing Ty Dillinger before he became the Perfect 10,
Yeah.
weird.
Mr. Iconic.
Mr. Iconic?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's married to one, isn't he?
Don't upset me. Okay, which one is he married to? Because my reaction will vary depending on
It's not Billy Kay, is it?
Peyton Royce.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm fine. The tears show that I care. Ty Dillinger versus Baron Corbin.
Yes.
So, couple questions for you.
Go on.
Did you think we were going to see a repeat of what we saw the last time we saw Baron Corbin, or did we think he was going to get a bit more of a challenge?
No.
You didn't think he was going to get a bit more of a challenge?
Not seeing who it was and seeing... Because he didn't really get any sort of response.
Yeah, and I touch upon that in a minute.
You know
so you thought
like
definite squash match?
Yeah, as much as he's bigger,
Yeah.
and I know he's better, but not yet.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
When he came down, I was like, oh, this is weird. He still looks like the guy that got Sweet Chin Music by Shawn Michaels backstage at the show. Have you seen that clip?
I don't know.
Where he was playing a backstage hand. And he
yes.
goes, what's your name? And he goes, oh, it's this. And Shawn just super kicks him and
Yes,
goes,
I
see,
have
look,
seen
I
that.
just kicked Mitch, or whatever his name was. Yeah, so when I saw him come out like that, because I didn't realise, obviously, who his opponent was until you hear it. Mm-hmm. So I thought, oh, this could be him versus someone at a similar level.
Yeah.
And they'll have a little skirmish and then that'll be it. But I thought, oh, so it's a big show, so it needs something.
As soon as I realised who it was, I was like, oh, this ain't lasting long.
And when Baron Corbin came out, I went, okay, he's going to definitely lose.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he would get a bit more of a challenge out of him. Not really.
No.
It was longer, but it wasn't really much
minimally,
difference,
wasn't it?
to
'Cause
be
they
honest.
count, don't they?
They do, yeah, that's grew. Funny to begin with. You get to 38, stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
And luckily some people did stop, and then it was just a bit like, oh, okay.
Yeah. So Ty Dillinger versus Baron Corbin. Silly question.
Yeah.
Gonna ask it anyway.
Yeah.
Whose corner are you in?
The lone wolf himself.
Yep, old spaghetti hair himself. Baron Corbin. I'm talking, fucking hell. My hair, I aspire to have spaghetti hair. Baron Corbin. I need to shave it off. Before he became the Perfect 10, Ty Dillinger makes his way down to the ring. How generic does this man look?
Yep.
There is nothing there.
Nope.
He is someone who could walk on to Evolve, and I think nothing about it.
Yeah. No, I'd agree. At this point.
At this point,
there's
yeah, because the Perfect 10, lovely.
Yeah.
Big fan.
But this was just, I've borrowed some pants from Lost Property. I've got a jumper on. Also, it just wasn't...
He wasn't wearing a jumper, to be clear, but,
no, but
the PE...
Yeah, later on, I think I get confused because he was later on. But, yeah, just nothing.
Great physique, say that for the guy. But it's just, there's nothing... All sizzle, no steak.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Because he's got all the, but just not... It's not all there yet.
Not yet.
Don't get me wrong, in phenomenal shape, but looking to be severely lacking in a gimmick. His opponent for the night, the Lone Wolf, Baron Corbin. I fully expect that I know exactly how this match is going to unfold.
Yep.
As Baron enters the ring, Corey Graves mentions that he and Corbin run in a lot of the same circles, which is weird because he's a lone fucking wolf, and asks his fellow commentators if they have their watches running for this match. Fair. Mm-hmm. Ty actually does a very good job of selling the look of concern on his face at the prospect of what's about to unfold. Did you not know who you're facing? Before he came out, he was like, oh shit, this guy.
It's funny, isn't it, when you see those funny little reactions?
Yeah.
Like, well, you knew this was going to happen.
It was a good facial reaction, but it didn't make sense.
No, it didn't. No.
Like, what you should have done is tried to do something, it failed miserably, and then go, oh shit.
But also have that look of concern as you're walking to the ring.
Like,
because you can see him already. Like, it's
just,
not like you get in and then go, oh, it's this guy.
Exactly. Just give me a little piss dripping down the leg. That's all I want. That's all I want. Just show me you're concerned. The bell sounds and the crowd amusingly begin to count the time. Corbin, who thankfully has been allowed to not wear a top for this contest, steps towards the middle of the ring and the two men lock up. Dillinger shifts his position to back the bigger man into the corner and fires off a few strikes, but his corner whip is reversed. As he bounces out, Baron picks him over his shoulder and tosses him face first onto the top turnbuckle in the opposite side of the ring. The crowd near the count of 20 as Corbin levels Dillinger with a big boot. The camera takes us into the crowd where we see Bull Dempsey standing in the NXT tracksuit with his arms folded.
Yeah.
Didn't care?
Who am I meant to know who that is?
Yeah, we've seen him at a takeover, and his
Really?
gimmick was squashing people,
Yeah, I don't care.
which now makes sense about their interaction.
Yeah, I get it, but no, not if Baron's there. I don't care.
Of course you don't. Back in the ring, Corbin delivers an end of days and makes the cover for the 1, 2, 3. All the while, he was staring a hole through Bull Dempsey when he was pinning him. Never takes his eyes off him. Your winner of this match by pinfall, Baron Corbin. After having his arm raised in victory, Baron exits the ring and approaches Dempsey, with the two men never breaking eye contact. Eventually, Corbin heads back up the entryway and makes his way backstage as the replay shows the conclusion of the match. So obviously teasing that these two big, pardon the pun, bulls are going to go, and I'm sure Bull Dempsey is a big guy. You look like fucking Joe Bloggs when Baron Corbin's there with you, mate.
Isn't it weird?
I feel like I would be, well, no, because Bull Dempsey's bigger than me, but it wouldn't be that much different if it was someone like myself standing there against Baron. It just doesn't look right. So honestly, I was just looking at this going, okay, I can see why Bull didn't pan out.
Yeah.
If they're especially kind of having the similar type of gimmicks of destroying people, I don't know. What did you think of this match?
I thought it was great. Yeah.
Oh my
3
god.
out of 5.
Fuck off. No,
I'm
fuck
joking.
off. Okay.
0.5.
Holy shit. Oh, I thought we were going to have a more falling out than the Ultimate Warrior Triple H one.
No, I gave it 0.5.
Wow.
I just put short and sweet. Can't rate it any higher. It did the job. Done.
0.25 stars because the end of days looked good. Otherwise, there was nothing there to rate. I borderline thought I'm not going to rate it, but I thought no, I didn't. It's that. We now head backstage, where a very pensive-looking Zayn is sat on a bench with his head in his hands, contemplating what is at stake later tonight. Ooh, steak. Much as we did for the champion earlier, we go to a split screen of an interview conducted on WWE.com, this time with a challenger. Sammy says he wants to win the NXT title before he heads to either Raw or SmackDown, and we can see just off to the right-hand side, sat 2 benches away, is his best friend Kevin Owens looking on. Sammy says that tonight he's taking away his safety net. An on-screen promotional image appears of the upcoming tag team match between The Ascension and Hideo Itami and Finn Balor. We revisit footage of Hulk Hogan announcing the arrival of Hideo earlier in the year and still images of his time in ProWrestling Noah. Now we return to the previous takeover where Hideo was rudely interrupted by the Ascension. Did you remember this?
I did.
Lovely, but not Bull Dempsey.
No.
When being introduced, I don't think he was on that one to be fair, when being introduced to the crowd. As the Ascension demand their rematch, Hideo re-enters the ring and sends both of the former champions packing, making them look like massive bitches. Following this, we see footage from the weekly NXT television show where the Ascension managed to successfully beat down the new arrival. On another occasion, Hideo looks for revenge and puts up a valiant fight until he is ultimately put down again. Having learned from this, the next time Hideo makes his way to the ring to confront the Ascension, he brings fellow NXT newcomer Finn Balor. With the numbers now even, the Ascension are put down, and after the battle continues over the following weeks, we now arrive here at our Evolution. Balor promises that at Takeover he is bringing something the Ascension have never seen before. I wonder what that could be. ... I didn't do ... Before we go any further,
Yes.
Hideo Itami. You know who he is, right?
Yes.
Who?
Just tell me.
It's the person you've seen wrestle
Yes.
Kenta.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, big. Honestly, he's one of the, to me, biggest missed opportunities that WWE had. And it's, to be fair, he got massively injured, like big time injury, not too long after this actually, that kind of really stopped him from progressing.
All right.
And ironically, I said progressor. Because he was on the independent scene, phenomenal, and like in Japan, he was a big name. Like you don't get Hulk Hogan to introduce the signing of just anyone. That's how, not to the same level of Hogan, obviously, but they had big, high hopes for him. The only person that was brought in with similar fanfare not too long after that, to a similar level, not with Hulk Hogan, was Asuka.
Okay.
So I would have said he was the male version of her. So if you've seen what she's gone on to become, that I think was the plan for him. Obviously, I'd say the one that they really took the ball with and ran to a certain point is Nakamura, from the Japanese contingent on the male side. Kenta, just very even though he's not the biggest guy, he's got an aura of "don't fuck with me" about him. I think that's a fair thing to say. Because even at Progress, when he's like, he was the one who threw, I can't remember who it was, into the crowd. Mm-hmm. He landed right and came and got him, and I was just like, yeah. I mean, he's not the biggest guy, don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't fuck with him. Okay. And he had some phenomenal matches with Bryan Danielson in Ring of Honor. Really good matches. Okay. Really good matches. And Samoa Joe, actually, he had some very good matches with. I'll have to try and find something for you to kind of latch onto if you can get past the aesthetic of it being in a school gym. But if you focus on the wrestling, you'll be fine. Hideo Itami, massive missed opportunity. I can't remember exactly what it was. It was a shoulder related or collarbone, but it was all in here and it was jacked up. He was out for a year. God. I think it was something like that, and he never fully got momentum back. He came back, and even though it's not about body image, he looked a lot softer when he came back because he simply couldn't do the same type of work. But he just lost all that momentum he had when he came in, which is a shame because I was so happy and excited when he came to NXT, but didn't pan out, sadly. The match, The Ascension versus Hideo Itami and Finn Balor.
Yeah.
Whose corner are you in?
This was hard.
Because you like Finn Balor.
I really do.
I think you like The Ascension as a tag team.
I really like them.
And I'm going to put it out there, I don't think you cared about Hideo Itami.
Not massively, because to me it doesn't... I don't...
have the history
that you do. Fair. So it's just, to me, it's just another person.
Fine.
But Finn Balor, I really liked Finn Balor. For me, I really liked him up until a point, and I don't know why it just dropped off at one point. I just didn't care anymore.
When he stopped doing the demon,
I think that actually might have been it.
The thing that killed it for me was when Edge beat him at WrestleMania. There is no fucking good reason, as far as I can see, that Edge beats him at WrestleMania. Yeah. And I think, I'll be honest, and I could be misremembering this, but I'm pretty sure Edge was surprised that WWE wanted him to go over. I think when they were talking about that match, he had it in his mind that Finn was going to beat him.
Right.
So when he found out it wasn't, he was like, oh, okay. So I was annoyed. That's one of the few results from recent memories where I thought, and he's no spring chicken, don't get me wrong. Finn Balor, phenomenal shape, but he's 39. He's getting up there in terms of wrestling. And I was just like, why have you had nearly 50-year-old Edge beat him? It just makes no sense. There's nothing to... Especially seeing as he was in the demon character as well.
Yeah.
Edge was in his... I don't know what phase it is. Rocking chair phase. Didn't sit right with me.
Yeah, so, I mean... It was a hard one, but, again, I really like the Ascension together.
I agree, and had they been against most people, I think I'd have gone with them, but more so than Finn, Hideo Itami,
of course,
is why I'd go for them. And ever present on this NXT Takeover journey, the Ascension make their way down to the ring, this time without face paint. I'll be honest, this is less effective in my eyes.
Yes.
Do you think they did that because Finn Balor was coming out in face paint?
They used up all the face paint, there was none
on
left.
His body, yeah.
None left.
However, for the first time in the Takeover journey, they are not competing for the tag team titles. Next out is Hideo Itami, and he gets a great reception from the fans who chant his name. With Hideo in the ring and the Ascension waiting outside, the lights in the arena go out, and the heartbeat begins. Smoke fills the arena, and crawling his way into the entry stage is the Demon. I do miss this version of Finn's character massively.
They have to bring it back at some point. With no sort of explanation, just one day, he just turns and just does it again, because this was phenomenal. The
way that I think you need to do it is when they eventually split up. What are they called? Judgment Day.
Yeah.
If they're doing it against, I don't think it should be against Fathead, Jordan Devlin. I don't think that works. I forgot his name for a sec, which is why I called him Fathead. So apologies. But I would like to see it against Dominic, but because Dominic's so in a weird position of everyone cheering for him regardless, it might kill some of the vibe of the Demon coming back. But to me, that is the most interesting thing you could do if you could make it work. But I don't know how you could make it work without taking away from one of them.
Yeah, that would be good though, wouldn't it? You'd assume it would just
give me
be
a Mania match.
Normal match.
Yeah.
and then Balor comes out second as
the demon, and no one expects it.
Exactly.
I don't want him to be building up to it, but I want Dominic to be doing sneaky shit and getting away with it time and time again, and just the rage in Finn keep going up and up and up, and they have, even if it's for the Intercontinental title in some capacity, have Dominic, whether he's lost it again, won it again, whatever, have him go in as the champion, and then but you'd have to have the champion come out first. Oh,
because you can't have Balor come out to no one,
or have Finn go in as the champion and then come out
second.
Yep. There's a way to do it. I would need to put more thought in.
They need to do it without giving it away.
Yes.
Because that's what's at the moment boring me about watching stuff. Like
really?
when we texted the other day about AJ Lee coming back.
Yep.
And I just said it's not fun. Like, it's because they're putting it out there. They're literally saying
that was so dumb.
Her merch is on sale. She's coming back on Friday. Why are you fucking telling people?
Someone definitely had the head roll for that.
I fucking hope so, because it's like, we know it's coming, but don't actually make it so fucking obvious.
Still decent, but yeah. I mean, I think had they not said
the pop she got was outstanding.
Yeah, had they not said even on WWE.com, everyone knew.
Yeah, absolutely. But it just
still took away something.
Like,
fair enough.
It's like someone showing you, or like someone saying, like going back to Christmas, someone saying to you, "Oh, I've bought you this for Christmas. I'm going to wrap it up and give it to you in a month." Okay. Like, it just takes.
Or you'd
it
forget,
away.
So it's fine.
Well, yeah, true. But yeah, I don't know. It just bores me.
Yeah, fair enough. But we do see the demon. We do get a holy shit chant. As the demon raises his arms, the lights in the arena burst into life. After completing his routine in the corner of the ring, we look set to get the action underway. I assume when he was talking about, I'm going to bring something you've never seen before, did you think demon?
Yeah.
Cool. Yep. On the outside of the ring, the Ascension look on in disbelief at what they are seeing from the Irishman. Not the film. The camera pans into the crowd as rows of fans bow down to the Demon King. A cool moment, I think we can both agree on that. It's nice. Very. I liked it. Connor and Victor slide into the ring and the four men begin to brawl. The bell has not even sounded as Hideo and Finn look to get the better of their opposition, stamping them down in the corners. They exchange a look before running towards the opposite buckles to deliver seated drop kicks to the former tag team champions. Getting this match officially started is Hideo and Victor, with the bell sounding when the latter returns to the ring. Victor misses with a pair of clotheslines before being spun around in the air courtesy of a running boot to the face. Quick Cover gets an early near fall. Early tag by Itami to Balor, who leaps over the top rope into a stomp to the chest. Huge knife edge chop in the corner before Victor is sent across to the opposite side, where he eats a second. Another near fall. Once again, Victor is whipped into the buckles, but this time gets his knee up on the charge. Into the corner of the Ascension, and now Connor is the legal man. Chop lands from the big man, and he follows the demon with... floors the demon with a meaty right hand. Off the rope he goes, but directly into a drop kick, which puts him down on the canvas. Count of 1. Hideo tags in, and with the fans chanting his name, he delivers knife-edge chops as well as a rush of palm strikes and big kicks to the midsection. Itami hits the ropes but is elevated up and dropped to the canvas with a "what is this move called, Holly?"
Flapjack.
And yes, they did say the move's name on commentary. Flapjack. 2
but
count.
I still got it
you
right.
You did.
Which means I'm listening
because I paused it and wrote that, and then playing they went Flapjack when you fucking.
To be fair, I did write it.
Yeah.
And then they said it, and I was like, "Whew."
Yeah.
Okay,
nice. 2 count for the former champions. Victor is back in the ring and unloads with a series of stomps to the Japanese star. An uppercut lands and earns him a near fall. Neck crank by the former champion, and the action has taken a more deliberate pace. Tag made to Connor and the Ascension deliver a double team shoulder tackle that gets a count of 2. Big scoop by Connor, but Itami lands on his feet and delivers a stiff kick to the gut. Tag made to Victor, who manages to prevent the tag being made by knocking Finn off the apron. Like a madman, Victor fires off stomp after stomp on Hideo before looming over him threateningly. Delayed cover only gets a count of 2. The 2 men exchange forearms, which Victor gets the better of, and Hideo is slumped in the opposition's corner as a result. He looks to fire back with kicks from the ground, but they have little effect as Connor re-enters the match. As the stomps rain down from the big man, the crowd rah with every blow that lands. Near fall. The fans begin to chant Hideo's name, but that doesn't prevent Victor from dripping.
Ooh.
Oh dear.
Dropping.
From draping his shin across the side of his face. Alex Riley on commentary makes the point of this being a big opportunity for the Ascension to knock off two of Triple H's biggest acquisitions in Finn and Hideo. Yeah, teacher's pets. The crowd rally behind Itami, who roars back into the contest with a flurry of right forearms, only to be knocked back onto his arse with a big blow. Another cover, but still not enough, and Holly's giggling at big blow.
I can't help it.
Oh, clearly. Jumping fist drop connects, but we get the same result. Not a big blow.
Yeah, I've just put a note here as well that, weirdly, and I'm surprised by it, my brain at this point didn't care.
Wow, you switched off?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I acknowledged that I'd switched it off.
What do you think it was then that did that?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I click back in later.
Okay, fine.
But I've started to make notes of when my brain just goes, I don't know if I care.
A general malaise
Yeah.
of sorts. Okay. Headlock applied with the arm trapped in the middle of the ring, and Victor, well, all of him was trapped with the arm trapped as part of the hold, continually changing his grip to cause as much discomfort as possible. Hideo slips onto his back and delivers...
Sorry.
The Holly special, we call that. Hideo slips... No, she's never on her back.
My God.
Hideo slips...
Wow.
It's the cowgirl. Hideo slips onto his back and delivers a kick to the top of the head, but cannot create... I'll tell you what, her brain's kicked back in now. Cannot create enough distance between himself and his opponent. Let's go, Hideo. Bit clunky, but okay, that's the chant. Connor tags back into the ring and connects with a charging splash against the buckles that gets a count of 2.
The running squish.
The running squish, of course.
It was
The
either
running
that or the running
flump.
hug. I
The
couldn't
running
work out
hug.
which it was.
Victor returns. The two men appear to be taking great pleasure in inflicting stomps to the Japanese import. Another cover. That'd be tax now higher, wouldn't it?
Oh, because
Topical. Hello.
I see
Well, it's
what
not
you're
that
doing.
topical. Another cover, but still no further progress. Back to the face vice. What? Back to the face vice lock. Okay, I don't know why I called it vice lock. But Hideo makes it back to his feet and frees himself with a snapmare variation. He leaps to make the tag, but is caught mid-air and run into the buckles, where Victor unloads with a multitude of shoulders to the ribs. Big corner charge sees Hideo step. What?
It's coming.
Okay.
It's coming.
Okay, big corner. It's not, just to be clear.
It's coming.
Big corner charge sees Hideo sidestep, causing Victor to collide shoulder first with the ring post.
Drink.
There it is.
That's when I'm switching on.
Connor charges into the ring, but he too is sidestepped and falls out of the ring on the other side. However, from this position, he takes the opportunity to sweep the leg of Finn, causing him to crash down to the floor, and still manages to prevent the tag from being made. Victor drags Hideo to the Ascension's corner and grinds his knee into his jaw, where he tags in Connor to take over. NXT Takeover. The big man ducks too early off a whip and eats a big kick to the chest, and moments later Victor is knocked off the apron courtesy of a forearm. He looks to return to the ring, but is prevented from doing so by the referee, and now finally the tag is made. Running forearms for Victor, and using the smaller of the two as a platform, Finn leaps off the back and delivers a drop kick that sends Connor all the way to the outside. Sling blade connects, and Finn charges into a back elbow. But Finn charges into a back elbow in the corner. Victor climbs to the top buckle, but eats a rope-assisted kick to the face that drops him down to the outside. With both members of the Ascension on the floor, Finn takes a running jump and lands perfectly with a senton that sees him almost glide down to the ramp. It's perfect.
Very safe, very neat. Fine.
Perfect.
Yes.
Victor has rolled it into the ring, and Balor climbs to the top but has to come back down to kick Connor in the head before he can return. Attempt at the coup de grace is avoided. What?
Go on.
No, okay. Finn, which is changed to Thin. Finn ducks the clothesline and delivers a brutal spike reverse DDT, aka 1916. We get the 1, 2, no. Connor breaks up the pinfall. From out of nowhere, Hideo tackles Connor between the ropes and down to the floor, leaving Finn alone in the ring with Victor. Spinning kick to the head, misses, and Victor takes him down with a running STO after brutal European uppercut finds its mark. Hook of the leg, but the pinfall is broken up by Hideo. Onto the shoulders of Itami goes Victor, but Connor prevents the GTS from being completed, so that was his move before Punk took it from him, by the way. And Hideo is sent down to the outside. Finn is left alone in the middle of the ring as the Ascension look to deliver the fall of man, but before they can start running, Hideo pulls Connor to the outside by his ankle. Pele kick lands from Finn and the end could be nigh. What a wanker. Running knee to the face. I say this out loud though, that's the thing. Running knee to the face of Connor by Hideo, and now both men head to the top turnbuckle. A pair of coup de grace land by the face tandem, and Finn hooks the leg of Victor for the 1, 2, 3. Your winners of this match by pinfall, Finn Balor and Hideo Itami. Holly, what were your thoughts?
Yeah, it was alright. It wasn't bad at all. I've done 2.5
Okay.
as the same as the Kevin Owens. I think I just had a bit of a higher expectation. Not even like a 4 out of 5, but like a 3. And there were just bits in it that I was like, this is a bit boring. Stop pulling each other off the apron. We get it. I just need a little more.
Yeah, fine. So I went 2.75 stars.
Okay.
So for me, content-wise, probably the best. Not by much, but enough to justify it being there. The only other real proper match we've seen that wasn't a squash, effectively, was the tag team title match that came before it. And yeah, but it didn't live up to my expectations either. And I don't know really what the issue is behind that. Just didn't particularly click. But 2.75 is by no means a poor score either.
No, and especially in a show that's 2 hours long, it's going to be rare that you're going to get something that is going to go super high. It's going to happen, but it's going to be rare, because even if something's decent, it's not long enough to it's not long enough to justify giving it
that's fair enough. I think as well, what surprised me a little bit about the show, and I don't have an issue with it even in hindsight, is at this point we were halfway through, and I thought, I can only think of 2 matches that are left, and it was the 2 matches that took us the rest of the way.
It was.
I'm not saying they were good, not saying they were bad.
I would have changed the order, if I'm honest.
What would you have done?
I'd have obviously left the one that's last.
Okay.
But I feel like, mainly because it was for me more enjoyable, the last 2 were more enjoyable. So maybe if the women's was a bit earlier on, maybe, and then had another little quick one before the big one, maybe, I don't know, but it is what it is.
In a rarity, I think they actually got the lineup of this show spot on.
Okay.
I thought that was the right way to do it. Starting off the show with Kevin Owens makes sense. Ending the show with the men's title match makes sense for reasons we'll get into. Everything else, I couldn't justify putting anything after the women's match, because you could have said maybe this tag team match, but personally I wouldn't.
Okay.
So I was fine with it. But yeah, each to their own. Different taste and all that. As the victorious duo make their way back up the ramp, we briefly stop off at the commentary position as the 3 men discuss the remaining matches on the show. After this concludes, we are sent backstage to Renee Young, who is standing beside Roman Reigns, who's still wearing contacts. Not as good looking here. Pre-teeth.
I did notice pre-teeth. The hair's a little bit too long.
Yep.
Still looks alright, but
not an ugly man, but
he's
not
an ugly man at all.
No.
But he's not had his glow up yet. He's not had his main roster.
He hasn't
glow up yet.
And yet he's been on the main roster for some time, because as they discuss here, he was voted the Slammy Awards Superstar of the Year. Very mixed reaction for the future big dog, who we learn was recently voted in as the Slammy Award Superstar of the Year, as I just mentioned. Roman says it felt phenomenal. AJ Styles isn't there yet. And having done a lot of cool things in the WWE, being voted in as Superstar of the Year is hands down what takes the cake.
Yeah, it's funny to listen to him here and know how far he's going to go.
It's funny, actually, because thinking about it here, I remember with Roman Reigns, his matches are actually always pretty good, to be fair to him. I thought this side of him was atrocious.
Okay.
I thought he was the weakest of the 3. Between Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins I thought was the best all-rounder. Dean is very good at doing his off-the-wall type promo and, what have you. Roman just didn't believe. Like, finally, the Shield's like, believe in this or all that shite. I didn't feel like he believed in himself.
Yeah.
I think it was apparent. I can see him overthinking everything he's doing. It's not coming natural to him. Now it does. Now he's got an
it's
unbelievable
outstanding.
aura.
Yeah.
But here, you never would have guessed it. Whereas when you saw John Cena do the rapping and all that stuff,
yeah.
there's straight away you're
Love
like,
it.
there's something here.
Yeah.
And Cena's promos, just shifting gears slightly, were always very good.
Yes.
The thing that Cena does to a point where it's one of the worst, I think, in wrestling I've ever seen, is his overacting in a match.
Oh, yeah.
And having seen all this, I thought there's no way he'll be able to do acting, like real world acting for
Yeah.
films, and yet he is actually very good, very good at that.
Very good.
Whereas, and his promo's great. Wrestling, you take it or leave it. I think it's better than most people give it credit for, but his overacting in matches is the death of it for me. And Roman has, just on the talking side specifically, then it's just not there, not there for me at all. So I'd be interested to see at what point where I go for a show and go, he's got it here,
Yeah.
and then looking back at all the other shows he's been on, see where I can
Where does it build from?
exactly
Yeah.
where's the touch paper moment where it's gone up in flames, because it's just not here. It is not here. Renee asks why Roman is here in NXT. It's none of your business. And he says, why wouldn't he be here? He is here to watch an excellent show, but specifically the main event. Roman Reigns says he has one goal in his future. Okay. And that is to be the first NXT alumni to ever win the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Believe that. Believe in yourself.
Wow.
Is that Jerry Springer? Oh, that's be kind to yourself or some shit, I don't know. Back now to the commentary position where Corey Graves says he wants to know who's going to be the next Roman Reigns. We go now to the makeup area backstage where Charlotte Flair is given a big hug by her father, the Nature Boy, who I no doubt showed his penis to one of the women. And according to the promotional graphic that appears on screen, her match is up next. A VT plays that shows the history between Charlotte and Sasha, two former tag team partners. Charlotte says that she was born genetically superior and that nobody can beat her. We flash back to the previous takeover where Sasha walks past the victorious Charlotte to throw in some cheap shots on the beaten Bayley until she's thrown back by her hair from the champion. Sasha says that this division belongs to her and she's the baddest, the meanest and the prettiest, and they certainly does feel like Bianca Belair has stolen a lot of stuff from Sasha from her early years. Sasha says that Charlotte has what she wants, that being the NXT Women's title. Sasha says that she told Charlotte... Oh, sorry, no. Sasha says that she taught Charlotte everything that the champion knows, but not everything that the challenger knows.
Okay.
I reckon Ric Flair did a bit. Charlotte says that Banks is getting too big for her britches. Ooh. And Holly's like, yeah. Flair once again says that she is genetically a champion, but Banks corrects this and says she is genetically basic.
Okay.
Charlotte says, or it's either genetically or generically, I can't remember, because I think I said generically, to be fair. Charlotte says that nothing can stop her, and it is that drives every woman in the WWE to want to beat her down. Sasha says that Charlotte hasn't had to work for anything, whereas the challenger has had to claw and scratch for everything that she has. Right.
Yeah. I'm ready.
Let's talk about Sasha.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Right.
I think I've mentioned this in previous episodes, but we're gonna touch upon it again. I know you have a thing against Sasha Banks.
Yes.
More her stature, in terms of it being not believable when she goes up against a bigger woman like Charlotte.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I have a problem, not with her stature at all, or her wrestling ability, her promo ability, fine. I have a problem with how she comes across outside of the ring. She's got a chip on her shoulder. She is clawed and scratched for everything she's got. Fine. Good on you. So have a lot of fucking people. That is not the thing that defines everyone. Like, it's... I don't want to say she's playing the victim card, but it's to the point of I've heard it so often, and obviously I'm just seeing a snippet of what she says in various different forums and formats, etc. But I don't care. No. Yeah, I think she had to look after her brother who's got learning difficulties of some sort, and she's done a fantastic job. But it's something that she's she's like a little Napoleon complex is what she's got. She's the little yappy dog that is barking at every fucking big thing that goes past her. And it always comes down to the same thing, and it's like, oh, I had to work. Yeah, fucking so does a lot of people do that, okay? Yeah. And I don't need to keep hearing the same shit over and over again. I'm sure she's a wonderful person. But honestly, I don't know. I don't care to know, to be quite honest either, and I doubt very much that she gives a shit what I think either, which is fine, because who the fuck am I? But there's just something about her, and I like to think I've got quite a good read of people. When they rub me up the wrong way, there's normally no smoke without fire. Like, I'll just give comparisons of people that I've thought there's something not right there, and I don't know what it is. James Corden, Ellen DeGeneres.
Right.
Before they were like properly known to be, you know, the type of people they were. Just two that I can think of off the top of my head. She gives me that same thing.
Okay. I have made a little statement here.
Okay.
And I'm just saying Sasha Banks, to me, is the female equivalent of X-Pac.
Oh, fuck! Oh, she ain't that bad.
I cannot bear her. I cannot bear her.
Try and put your finger on it.
I don't know what it is. Like, because I've seen there's a match, and I don't know when it is, but there is a match that she has with Charlotte at some point later down the line, and it's good. But she just irritates me immensely. And again, it's probably the same as him. Doing a good job if I'm bothered and I'm annoyed, but she makes me want to not watch what she's doing.
Okay.
So much so that like even now in AEW, right, what they're doing with her is ridiculous, and I get she's bankrolled, like I get it, but it's ridiculous, and it's the one reason why I don't want to watch it.
Really?
I don't want to watch it. It's pointless. It's pathetic. It's stupid.
So you don't want to watch any of AEW because of her?
No.
Wow.
No desire whatsoever. And there's a lot of people in AEW that I do like.
Yep.
But it's her show. It's all built around her, which I think is absolutely ridiculous when you've got other people there that are far superior, in my opinion.
I don't have that thought about her in terms of like what she does in terms of the wrestling world. I'm fine with. I think she does everything in the wrestling world to a decent, if not high level. It's the person that I think, and I don't know her, but there's something there that just doesn't sit right with me, and that's the thing that irks me. So I'd like to know what it is that like tries, because if it was a wrestling ability, would you say that was the thing that annoyed you?
No.
Promos?
I don't want to listen to them at all. None of them.
Okay, so maybe it's something to do with her talking,
I just don't
which is part of
know.
what I dislike about her. Okay, so it's not her appearance?
I don't know. I don't know, because even the look, I like the look.
It's a great look.
It's a great look.
Yep.
There's something about her that just irks me and annoys me, and I don't know what it is, but she makes me want to not watch.
Wow. I'm hoping that as we, carry on do these episodes, at some point it will just click for you and you'll say, oh, by the way, I know the exact reason why I dislike her.
And maybe it is the character that she's playing that I just don't like, because I don't know.
She has and I'll say this, in the WWE, one of the catchiest tunes. Like, every time it comes on, I want to start doing that bad bitch dance. Like, honestly.
Yeah, see,
it's so catchy.
Me, don't care.
So catchy.
I just don't care. And again, that's how I know when someone's really annoyed me, because I don't care.
Yeah, so Holly, very much when it comes to people, and correct me if I'm out of line with saying this, you are baby with the bathwater.
I don't know what that
so
means, but okay.
You will throw away everything about the person if the things that you dislike about them are enough that you can overlook everything that's good. And you'll go, I don't care about even the stuff that I admit you're good at. No, fuck it. I'm done. Not having that.
To an extent.
Yeah?
To an extent.
Okay.
Probably, yeah. Especially with things that don't really matter.
Yeah.
Like this doesn't. It's irrelevant. Do you know what I mean? My opinion is irrelevant. But yeah, I don't know.
That's interesting though.
Yeah, she just irks me.
So I think it's safe to say, ladies and gentlemen, that Holly is very much in the corner of Sasha Banks for this one. So Sasha Banks versus Charlotte Flair for the NXT Women's title. In Charlotte's corner?
Yeah, but I would be anyway.
Yeah.
Big Charlotte fan. So
she's great. I'm not sure how I feel about her as a person either, but
okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Rightfully making her way down to the ring first is the challenger, Sasha Banks. It might sound like a strange comment to make, but seeing Sasha with fairly low-key hair doesn't look right to me. She looks a bit basic. Like the hair
It's
was
'cause we're
everything.
used to-
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It might sound... Oh, no, we've done that. Literally just said that.
Basic.
Yeah, basic. Out next is the reigning champion who looks all business up until she does the splits into the ring. Hard to do that and still look intimidating, isn't
I
it?
think it's a cracking entrance. Always liked
But it's
it.
like I'm staring at the... coming down, staring at the challenger, going to the ring. Hello, boys. Like, it's just a bit...
I get it, but I really like it.
Okay, fair enough. When she returns to her feet, however, the two women begin exchanging heated words and have to be separated by referee Charles Robinson. As the formal introductions are being done, it now dawns on me that Sasha Banks has ripped off Charlotte's merchandise and made it her own. Took a while, but I got there.
Yeah, also funny how she's done it, but like it just looks like they're wearing the same T-shirt because her stuff is on the back.
Yep.
Well, put it on the front.
Yep.
Like,
We
I know, I get
wear
it,
it backwards, I
but
guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't know.
It's
I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't get as upset as you did about this little faux pas.
It is one of those things. That once I'm annoyed by it, I just
You can't
get annoyed
unsee
by
it.
everything.
Yep. No sooner have I said that, they confirm as much on commentary. The champion stands in the middle of the ring with her arms wide open, and in response is met with a bald. It's literally said like it's in Jamie Bald. A balled up shirt is thrown in her face by the challenger. They exchange a few heated words again until Charlotte marches Sasha back to the ropes where she looks to create some distance. Cheap shot to the face by Banks, and she pie faces her for good measure. Whip is reversed into a short arm Lou Thez press, and Charlotte rains down right hands to the head from the mounted position. Sasha is yanked back to her feet by a handful of hair and driven face first into the top turnbuckle. What's good for the goose is good for the gander, as Charlotte now sends the champion face first into the buckles. Big knife edge chop in the corner, and the challenger is taunting too early as the position is reversed, and it's she that eats a knife edge chop against the padding and takes a second in the adjacent corner. Charlotte takes her out on a third, and as Sasha blocks the attack, the champion instead delivers a kick to the midsection before eventually landing the knife edge chop she originally desired. Sasha rolls to the outside but is quickly retrieved by the champion, who finds herself kicked off the apron when she looks to return to the ring herself. Banks returns to the floor and sends Charlotte crashing into the steel steps. They make their way back into the ring, where the boss gets a near fall. Face first goes Charlotte into the buckles once more, and now Sasha is standing on the middle rope, grinding the sole of her shoe into the side of the head. Big chop lands from Charlotte, but that only enrages Sasha, who charges her back into the corner and drives the shoulders into the midsection. She elevates the boots of her opponent, lying the champion across the middle rope, and leaps up into the air to drive the knees down into the ribs. Good move.
Yeah.
Sasha resumes taunting by dismissively pushing the face of Charlotte with her boots, and a lackadaisical cover does not get the job done. Sasha, 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 as Holly grimaces. Banks sends the champion back down to the canvas with a snapmare before slowly mocking the Flair strut, licking her hand, looking to deliver a slap. Charlotte ducks and secures a schoolgirl pin that doesn't get the job done. Chin breaker when they return to their feet by the champion, but the challenger escapes out the back on a body slam attempt. Sasha lands on her feet from her head scissors attempt, and using a Japanese stranglehold takes Flair down to the canvas with a lung blower, retaining the grip on the hands of Charlotte. Charlotte makes it back to her feet and runs Sasha back first into the corner, but as she looks to run away is yanked down to the canvas courtesy of a handful of hair. Cover gets a count of 2. Deep head scissors applied by Banks, and she woos to really rub it in. They exchange petty slaps, which I actually quite like, as it makes it look like it's a genuine struggle, which I think is good for the realism side. And we see a little bit of a devil's kiss from the boss. Ooh. What did you think of that? Who does it better, her or Stephanie Vakir?
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Yeah,
all day long.
Obviously. Charlotte has to be careful to avoid her shoulders being pinned against the canvas, and even manages to land a clean slap to the face from her back. She rolls onto her stomach and picks Sasha off the floor in a what is this position called, Holly?
Electric chair.
I was so shocked by that, I actually just choked a little bit and had to pause the recording, but Holly's gone 2 for 2 on the thing. Like, it only took 83 episodes, but we got there.
I know.
We got one of each, and
All right.
you nailed both.
Wait till the next one.
Oh,
Won't get any
absolutely.
of them.
Absolutely. Yes, the electric chair, and drives her down into the canvas. Both women are down, and Charles Robinson begins his count. When they return to their feet, Sasha charges and looks to land a right hand, but is blocked, and she eats a pair from the champion, who proceeds to knock her down with a series of clotheslines and elbows. Vertical suplex sees Sasha land on her feet, only to be driven down into the canvas with a swinging neck breaker, which was a thing of beauty. Really, really nice.
Yeah.
Hook of the legs gets a near fall. An overzealous champion charges in and finds herself sidestepped, sending her out of the ring to the floor. Seizing the opportunity, Sasha hits the ropes and sails between the ropes, connecting with a suicide dive that landed ugly. Charlotte saved her.
Doesn't she just?
Back in the ring, because she would have gone face first into the grating.
For sure.
Back in the ring, and the challenger gets a count of 2. Banks resumes talking shit, and to quote Jamie Vardy, chat shit, get banged, as Flair cracks her in the jaw. The two women begin trading strikes in the middle of the ring, which culminates in a pair of knees from Banks, but as she runs off the rope, she is followed by Charlotte, who flips her upside down with a devastating spear. With the boss lying in the corner, Charlotte charges in, but is met with a boot to the face, and on the second attempt is tripped, landing face first on the middle turnbuckle. Attempt at the Banks statement is thwarted as Flair holds onto the ropes, and now it might be time for the figure 8, but no, it's counted into a small package for a 2 count. Neckbreaker variant by the challenger only gets 2, as does the second and third attempt. Growing in frustration, Sasha pounds away on the canvas. This is awesome. Wild swing from Sasha is ducked, and Charlotte sends her overhead with a version of a T-bone suplex, and now we get a "This is wrestling."
Obviously.
Yep.
That chant always, I get it, and I get what it means, but it always just makes me chuckle. 'Cause
Yeah.
I sit there and I go, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, you don't like
what
when
else
someone's
is it?
talking, this is promo.
Well, yeah. Well, it's like you don't go to like hockey though, or do you? And go, this. I mean, maybe you do, or football. You've gone and watched football.
I've been known to shout, this is football.
I might start doing it.
I'll tell you what, you get some free stuff as well. They let you sit at the front as
Yeah,
well, the
in
ground.
the-
Yeah.
I see. Treat you like a real VIP.
I'll tell you what, yeah, they do. They really do. Flair heads to the top rope and looks to connect with a beautiful moonsault, but manages to land on her feet when she sees that Sasha has moved position and quickly transitions into a front senton, driving the wind out of her challenger. Very nice.
Very nice.
Hook of the leg, and we get 1, 2, no. Banks' foot is on the ropes.
Boo.
The champ raises Sasha high into the air, looking for a razor's edge, but Banks slips out and lands on her feet, shoving the champion face first into the buckles. Sasha charges in and looks to go up and over, only to use her legs to send Charlotte face first into the middle turnbuckle. Like a boss, like a boss. Sasha elevates Charlotte to the top rope and joins her up there, looking to deliver a superplex, but is blocked, and instead she's sent down to the canvas face first. As the boss looks to regain her feet, Charlotte stays on the top buckle and uses the position to deliver a natural selection, hook of the leg, and we get the 1, 2, 3. Your winner of this match, and still NXT Women's Champion, Charlotte Flair. Holly, what do you think of this match?
Considering I'm really not a Sasha Banks fan, I can take that out of it and
Okay.
actually watch the match for what it is.
Okay.
Mainly because she probably stays quiet while she's wrestling, so it's fine. 3 out of 5. I really enjoyed that. I thought it was good content. Apart from the misstep with the dive,
Suicide dive.
I don't like that. And I've never liked her doing them.
Yeah.
To me, she's not a safe person to be doing it.
And she kind of lands heavy, considering how small she is, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's weird. But I did enjoy it. 3 out of 5.
3.75.
Ooh,
I
okay.
really enjoyed it.
Good.
I think Charlotte and Sasha have always pretty much delivered when they've been put in the ring together. And this is the early days of that. We haven't got to the main roster yet, where they had like 7 pay-per-view matches in a year or whatever dumb shit it was. This I thought was really good. Not deserving of 4 stars, in my opinion.
Okay.
But it was the best thing I'd seen on the show so far. There was the only misstep, like you said, was the suicide dive, but it was, I don't want to say seamless, but it was covered up well enough that it didn't linger in the mind, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Once they're back in the ring, I'd forgotten it had
Yeah,
happened. Really good. Charlotte already delivering at quite a high level. Sasha starting to also churn through the gears as well, to give her credit. Enjoyed it. 3.75. We now get a camera shot from outside of the arena of a palm tree wrapped in Christmas lights, because let's not forget it was Christmas time. Before we shift gears towards the night's main event. A VT plays highlighting Sammy's shortcomings from previous takeovers, but does make a point of showcasing how close he came on those occasions. Footage from NXT where Zayn jokingly says to Neville that he won't have the title much longer is met with the champion responding, stating that he isn't worried, as everybody knows Sammy can't win the big one. We see footage from NXT where Neville feigns an injury to his knee after missing a red arrow and uses Sammy's concern to secure a small package for the win. Bit heelish, that.
Yeah.
Zayn reflects on how close he was to becoming the NXT champion, which never... Sorry? Oh, no, I see. Zayn reflects on how close he was to becoming the NXT champion, which Neville says that the fundamental difference between the two men is just that. Neville is prepared to do whatever it takes, whereas Sami Zayn lacks that killer instinct. Sami says that whatever is left of their friendship, if it means anything, Neville should let him have one final shot at the NXT title, and if he doesn't win, he'll be done. Neville says he doesn't want to be the one responsible for ending the career of his friend. Sami says that he doesn't always want to be the good guy, and it isn't about respect as he slaps the face of the champion. Neville won't get to end him, he will end the reign of the champion instead. A very underrated promo from his early days in NXT. I say his early days in NXT, his early days within the company, I should say. Really impassioned promo by Sami, I thought. Just like it felt a bit real, and I was like, oh, because I thought it was stupid, the stipulation.
Yes, it is.
And that, fine.
That's correct.
But then when I saw that bit, I was like, oh, okay, I like that.
Right.
I like that. You gave me, as you would say, a little something, something.
Something,
A
something.
little something, something to hold on to for that one. Yeah, Neville won't get to end him. We now see the challenger walking backstage, making his way out to the arena, and we get the dum 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 dum, because that's what they do for the main event. Speaking of which, it is main event time, Holly.
Oh.
Sami Zayn versus Neville for the NXT title.
Yes.
Having said that, you like, okay, well, we know what the result's going to be. Taking that to one side, whose corner are you in?
Yeah, Sami Zayn, obviously.
Over the fellow Brit,
Yes.
who needs subtitles even for you to understand.
Yes.
Okay. Really like both men, but I'm rarely gonna side against Sami Zayn.
I was going to say, it's quite rare, because he's so good, especially here for me, like, he's so good. Unless you're going to put him against someone like Cesaro, then I will jump ship. But yeah, he's so good. He just entertains me more than, as much as Neville's great with his high flying stuff.
Yep.
I don't care.
Fine. An energetic Sami Zayn makes his way down to the ring. His song slapped then, and it still slaps now. That's what the kids say, isn't it? Slaps.
Sure.
It bangs. All that good stuff. No.
All right, Ricky Martin.
She bangs. She bangs. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. And this is why I don't try and do these things. Before the arrival of the champion, we get the heartbeat undertone for tension as he walks his way to the gorilla position. Awesome steam pyro for the champ as Neville drops to his knee and points to the sky. The two men share a knowing look at one another just before Neville slides into the ring and the formal introductions can begin. Sat on the bottom buckle, Sami mockingly waves his fingers at the champion, making it tough for Neville not to smile. Just a little ooey.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, funny. Ole, 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 ole. Chants go through the arena.
Sometimes if you hear that incorrectly, it sounds like they're chanting my name, which is kind of...
Holly, 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 holly. Oh, brilliant. Okay, cool.
That's how you shall address me from now on.
Well, seeing as I don't have to work with you in the office, then
That's
yeah,
fine,
I'm going to
right?
say I can do that, yeah. The introductions get underway, and it could not be any clearer whose side the crowd are on for this one as they chant the challenger's name. To further cement this, as Neville's name is announced to the crowd, he receives a shower of boos. The bell sounds, but neither man moves as they eye each other up and down. As the
Another level, though, isn't it?
yeah, okay,
Yeah.
I've done a few songs now, yeah. Unintentionally, yeah. As the crowd continue to bellow his name, Sami looks remarkably calm, given that his career is on the line.
Because it's not.
It is, it is, but we know what happens.
It is, but it's not.
Whilst the challenger seems content to wait locking up, the champion urges him forward. That's where the sentence ends. When they do engage, Neville quickly secures a go-behind.
Cheeky.
There it is. And elevates the challenger up into the air and down onto the floor and into a front facelock. Zayn manages to escape and secures a hammerlock, but the champion is quickly back to his feet and locks in a wristlock. Zayn reverses the position, but Neville smartly escapes by jumping off the leg of the challenger, but still finds himself taken down to the canvas with a side headlock, and he escapes via a head scissors. Now Neville gets a side headlock takeover, and the challenger is the one to use a head scissors to escape. The champion kips up to his feet and slowly looms over the... Slowly looms over the kneeling Zayn. After they tease a Greco-Roman knuckle lock, Sami instead grabs an arm and takes Neville down to the canvas, only to be pinned to the black mat himself with a hammerlock. Canvas, not mat. Zayn returns to his feet, but only briefly escapes the hold, and when he looks to escape the second time, is yanked back down to the canvas in an arm lock. Tell me when they started losing you, Holly.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? And I did worry. I was like, oh God, it's you do, I do, you do, I do. Oh, this is not going to be good. Thankfully, at this point, it kind of peters out.
Yes.
Which, thank God.
Because I know that you're fine with a little bit, but if it goes on for longer than that, you're like, reel me back in, lads.
Yeah, like the eyes glaze over.
It's not even that. It's like the shop is shutting and I can feel the shutters going down.
It's very true, actually. Yeah.
Northern Lights take over by Neville, who secures a hold on the tricep, still pinning the challenger to the canvas. A lovely escape by Sami is only better when Neville head flips onto his feet as the challenger looks to slam him back first on the canvas.
Thank God.
We even get a Holly favourite, finger wag of disapproval.
I did like that.
Yeah, I bet you did. Back to the arm goes Neville until Sami whips him into the buckles, where he goes up and over and head flips his way to the opposite buckles. I'm going to say unnecessary.
Well, a little bit, but...
It looks good.
Yeah.
But wasting some energy. The Brit avoids the charge and drives the shoulder to the midsection from the apron before flipping back into the ring, only to run into a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. The champ looks for a breather as he rolls to the outside, but there is no escaping Zayn, who springs off the top rope to land a standing moonsault to the floor. Thoughts?
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
Taking full advantage of the official's count, Neville eventually returns to the ring but misses a clothesline and eats a single-legged dropkick to the face. Near fall for the challenger. You alright?
Yep, I will follow on in a second. I've lost my notes.
Lovely.
I'm stuck somewhere.
Near fall for the challenger. Face first into the buckles goes Neville, who is snap-mared down to the canvas and nearly put away with a crucifix pin.
I'm back.
Back to the buckles goes the champion, but he does score with a stiff right forearm and levels Zayn with a back elbow off a whip, leading to a count of 2. Sammy's turn to eat the turnbuckle, and after being snap-mared down to the canvas, he eats a drop kick to the back of the neck, having to kick out at 2 once again. Reverse chinlock by Neville in the middle of the ring as the fans rally behind the challenger. After a struggle, Zayn makes it to his feet and escapes the clutches, but succumbs to a huge running European uppercut in the corner that nearly ends the contest. Pair of knee drops to the side of the face and a third running knee drop connects, and we get another near fall. Neville locks in another reverse chinlock that sees Sami escape by running him back first against the buckles, but he does eat a stiff back elbow and a shotgun dropkick from the second rope. Another close call. Neville challenges the cadence... Neville challenges the cadence of the referee's count before returning his attention to the task at hand. Instead of capitalising though, he instead decides to shove his boot across the face of Zayn, who tries to fight back but instead eats a series of kicks to the forehead. Off the ropes goes the champion, but he is levelled with a hellacious clothesline on his return. A second puts him down, and a pop-up dropkick connects, sending him back to the outside. A slow run-up by the challenger allows Neville to slide back into the ring and score with a Hurricane Rana. Zayn is on the floor, but he too re-enters the ring as Neville runs in and elevates him over the top and down to the outside. On the third attempt, a running senton to the floor connects from the challenger. Okay with that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
With Neville back inside the ring, Sami takes flight from the top and connects with a crossbody that gets him a count of 2.
This I like.
Okay.
What comes now?
After a moment of deliberation, Zayn looks to connect with a brainbuster, but Neville lands on his feet, and after a few reversals, the champ cartwheels up onto his shoulders of the challenger, who connects with a delightful Blue Thunder Bomb.
Very nice.
Yes, I've put a delightful, so I was enjoying it as well.
Yeah.
Hook of the legs for the 1, 2, no. I've put again, that was delightful.
Yep.
This is awesome. We are told via commentary that Neville is 5 wins and no losses in matches that have gone over 20 minutes. And as we hear that, the champion connects with the jawbreaker. Running European uppercut in the corner connects, but as Sami looks to get his receipt, he charges into a boot to the face. Beautiful snap German suplex off the ropes gets a near fall for Neville. Neville looks to power the challenger up for a pile driver, but he fights the position not once but twice. Locks up one hand, runs up the ropes but misses on an arm drag attempt and eats a spinning back kick to the gut. Big sit-out powerbomb follows and we get the 1, 2, no. 3 huge forearm blows connect from the champion, but Zayn fires up and he wants more as the two begin furiously exchanging strikes.
Very Hogan inspired. The little.
Yep.
I can't call it anything else apart from a Hulk up.
Yep, it is a Hulk up. A Sammy up. A Zayn up.
It just doesn't have the same ring, does it?
No, it doesn't. Pair of spinning back kicks connect from the champion, but the challenger dodges the single-legged kick to the side of the head and turns him inside out on a lariat. Zayn looks to connect with a haluva kick, but instead eats a high kick to the temple that folds him to the canvas. As the crowd chant no, Neville climbs to the top rope but finds only knees to the chest on his Red Arrow attempt. Koji clutch applied and Neville is in trouble. After debating submitting, the champ does make it to the bottom rope to break the hold. Sammy looks to deliver an exploder in the buckles, but Neville counters it into a roll-up pin. It doesn't get the job done though, and during the kick-out, Neville lands on the back of the referee's head. Actually, it was done quite well, I thought.
It did look like it one where you'd go, oh,
yeah, because
God.
Neville starts rapidly rubbing it, which
Yeah.
is what you sometimes do when
do,
you hit your
don't
head
you?
for some
Yeah.
reason. What does the ultimate good guy do? What? Oh yeah, no, sorry, I've not actually written what I've read here. No, not read what I've written here. There we go. Words, English sentences. What does the ultimate good guy Sammy do now? And as expected, he does check on the condition of the referee.
No, he's a sweetheart, isn't he?
Even on commentary, they were telling him to ignore the official, and Neville connects with a super kick and a poisoned Rana.
I don't like that.
No.
No, it makes me go like, ooh,
Yep.
that's funny.
He takes it well though.
Yeah.
Hook of the leg, and we get the 1, 2, no. Sammy kicks out again. Neville is in disbelief as the Ole chants fill the arena once more. Laboured forearms from both men stagger one another. Zayn ducks a kick and delivers not 1 but 2 German suplexes before a half-and-half suplex sees the champion land on his face. Haluva kick attempt sees Neville roll to the outside ahead of impact. There's no safety on the outside though, as Sammy runs across the black mat, leaps through the second and bottom ropes via the corner post and connects with a vicious tornado DDT on the floor. Very nice.
Freaking love that.
Haluva kick connects, but Neville also pulls the official into harm's way, lessening the impact. This ref sucks. This ref sucks.
Where's Hebner?
Where is Hebner? Banned. He's in the shadow realm. With the official down, Neville retrieves the championship belt, but before he can use it, he takes a big boot across the jaw that drops him hard. Slowly, the challenger picks the belt off the canvas and takes a long, hard look at it before deciding what to do.
It's a long, hard look too.
He's torn, as he is clearly fighting his moral compass and eventually decides not to use it as a weapon. As he goes to throw the belt outside, Neville secures a schoolboy pin that nearly ends his career. Exploder in the corner by the challenger, and at long last the haluva kick lands clean. We get the cover in the middle of the ring, and the 1, 2, 3. Your winner of this match and new NXT champion, not having to retire, Sami Zayn. The fans erupt at the title change, and at long last Sami is crowned with championship gold. He rubs his eyes in disbelief as he looks down at the title belt before taking in the adulation of the crowd and raising it high above his head to celebrate. After the new champion watches his highlights from the match on the big screen, the NXT locker room empties to congratulate Sami on his victory. Leading the way is his best friend of over 15 years, Kevin Owens. We see that KO has had stitches put in his busted nose and raises the champ's hand. Even Pat Patterson makes his way down to the ring as the locker room lifts their new champion onto their shoulders and confetti falls. After the fanfare dies down, the former champion Neville is standing back in the ring, eyeballing the man who just defeated him. The sea of wrestlers take a step back as the new champion outstretches his hand, only to find it kicked to one side as Neville goes in for a hug. Do you like that moment?
I did actually quite like that, yeah.
After the ex-champion heads backstage, the rest of the locker room slowly follow, leaving Sami alone to raise the title high into the air as the fans continue to cheer. Did you see some of the faces in that crowd?
I did. Carmella.
Yep.
Enzo. Cass.
Yep.
Obviously Dillinger's out there again.
Elias.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Oh, it's the beard, weirdly. I thought he was a good-looking guy there.
No. Give me the bearded
Wow, okay,
version of
fine.
him.
I think we saw Jason Jordan in there as well.
Yes, because he's one of the people that lifts Sami up.
Yeah, with Cass.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So nice cast of characters there for you.
Yeah.
Zayn sits down on the apron, staring at his title belt, still in disbelief as Kevin Owens reappears to give him a hug and raise his hand one more time. They place their arms around one another and go to head backstage until the look in the eyes of KO changes and he smashes the head of his best friend into the steel ramp and powerbombs him off the apron of the ring. Do you see that coming?
No. No, I
Let's
like
talk
a
about
little
this.
nice ending, and I hoped it would be a happy ending.
With blood trickling down his nose, this would have made Jamie cry if he was hungover. With blood trickling down his nose, he takes a scornful look at the new champion and continues his gaze around those in attendance. Without remorse, KO heads back up the ramp and shoulder barges his way past the NXT general manager, William Regal. There is a hushed silence over the arena as referees and members of the medical team rush down to help the fallen champion, who does a very good job of selling that.
He does.
The glazed look in the eyes of Sami Zayn is the last thing we see as the show comes to an end.
Yes.
Holly, what do you think of this match?
I enjoyed it. 4 out of 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Highlight of the show?
Very much so. I really enjoyed it. And I'll be honest, it would have been a little bit higher had it not been the you go, I go earlier on.
Okay.
Because we know for me, just personally, I don't like that. But I really enjoyed it. I like these two together.
More importantly,
Yes.
has Sami Zayn retained his title of workhorse of NXT Takeovers?
Oh, yeah.
Do you think there'll be anyone that comes along that takes that title away from him?
I don't know.
Because he's had 4 for 4 good outings so far.
I don't know. I'll be honest. Because I don't know who's coming.
Brilliant. Basically, anyone who came through NXT, the likes of your Adam Coles,
Okay.
Johnny Gargano,
Ooh.
Tommaso Ciampa,
Maybe.
Andrade had a really good run in there. Bobby Roode, Drew McIntyre.
Oh.
Drew McIntyre wasn't there very long, to be fair.
Oh, I don't know.
Yep.
But at the moment,
He's up there.
he's definitely up there.
Okay, good to know. I gave it 4.25.
Mm-hmm.
I thought really good. Again, the chemistry between the two worked well. They've
Yes.
known each other for a long time, which helps.
Mm-hmm.
There was no down point in the match. I like the you go, I go thing,
Yeah.
feeling each other out, showing how similarly matched they
Mhm.
are in terms of skill set. Thought all that was very good. Yeah, 4.25. Really enjoyed it.
Good.
But overall, what did you think of the show? Because I messaged you and said, because I saw it over the course of one day,
Yes, you
and
did.
said
yeah.
it's an easy watch.
Yeah, so I spread it out over, I think it was 3 days in the end. Not because I didn't want to watch it, but just because life just
Yeah, of course.
gets in the way. Such an easy watch. Such an easy watch. 2 hours flew by.
Yep.
The last part did feel like an hour with the 2 better matches. The first part flew by.
Mhm.
7 out of 10.
Exact score that I'd give it as
Oh,
well.
okay.
I thought, yeah, really solid show.
Mm-hmm.
At no point did I think, stop this,
Yeah.
or I'd rather be watching X, Y, or Z.
Yeah.
2 squash matches, fine. They
Yeah.
worked. Tag title match, yeah, okay. Again, it wasn't long. Everything else, yeah, on point. I thought it was really good. I'm trying to think, would I say this is the best takeover I've seen? I would say probably yes. I'd have to revisit what I thought of the scores on the other shows, but my
Yeah.
instinct tells me that I do think this one is slightly the best.
Okay.
Or if not, it's definitely top 2. Definitely top 2.
Yeah. Okay.
Really enjoyed it, and it just gets me more excited thinking about the future NXT takeovers that we're going to watch as we go through this journey.
Okay.
Because there aren't many stinkers, to be quite honest.
Okay.
So unlike WrestleMania, where there are still very much some stinkers in the chamber, one specifically,
Oh god.
we're still a distance away from it though, so you're
Good.
fine. We're not done there though.
No.
As always,
Yeah.
we come to many people's favourite segment of the show. One of my favourites, because I don't quite know how you're going to land on it usually.
No.
So we're going to Holly's outfit of the night, and how many contenders do we have?
There's only 4.
Okay.
It was quite hard because a show
Yeah,
like this as
okay.
well, there's not people aren't coming out massively flamboyant, are they?
Okay. So can I throw a few names out there?
You can throw them out.
Corey Graves, have you put him on there?
Absolutely.
Okay, fine. Baron Corbin,
No.
I thought he might sneak on there. The Lucha Dragons
Yes, they are a combined.
and the Vaudevillains.
No.
Okay, then tell me.
So Corey.
Yep.
That man, even now, wears a suit like a dream. Ridiculous. He looks so good in a suit. And there's always something a little bit like, not eccentric, but different about
Yeah.
it.
Bit against the grain.
Yeah, so like this one was an all black, like black suit, black tie, and then like a really deep red shirt underneath with a matching tie pin. Just works with his
Yeah, he thought it through.
look.
He
Very
thought it
nice.
through.
Lucha Dragons, obviously the gold. Yeah, just really good look. Mr. Balor. Finn Balor.
Oh, Demon, of course. Yeah, I
Yes.
forgot about that.
I don't even think I have to say. I know it's just, if you take the face paint off, it's just a pair of black pants. But it's the whole look. Like, It looks so good.
Charlotte.
Sasha Banks.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I took her out of the situation and her gear was just better.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's your 4.
Okay. Oh, goddamn. Corey's won, hasn't he?
No,
Who's won?
Finn.
Okay, yeah, of course. Again, within the space of 20
My God,
seconds,
this
I
is like-
forgot he was
This
wearing...
is role reversal.
It
It's
is.
like me
It
forgetting.
is. Demon Finn Balor.
I had to. Like,
Fine.
Yeah, it's great.
Yep, not against it at all. I think that's a good shout.
Corey was a very close second, but I can't just give it to him for in a suit. Like,
Yeah, I just thought there's no way you're giving it to Sasha.
no.
But
She got a shout,
to be
so-
fair, and that's big of you, because
Isn't
I know
it?
that would have been fucking
It
tough.
hurts. It hurts.
I knew that was going to be fucking tough. But again, like I said, it's been a couple of weeks since we recorded one of these because of life-related stuff.
Yep.
We will always do our best to try and do a weekly episode. It's just not possible all times.
It's
But
not.
I'm still enjoying very much doing these, and it's nice to get back into the old saddle, as I said at the beginning of the show. I don't really have anything else on NXT Takeover.
No.
Our Revolution, whatever you want to call it.
Evolution.
Yeah, I don't know what to call it still, but I think I've maintained consistency
You
for the
have?
most part
Yes.
for that, because I haven't said it specifically.
No.
Is there anything you want to share with the listeners? Maybe the socials.
Oh, right, okay. I was like, what do you want me to say? wintwicepod@gmail.com, and then Instagram and YouTube as wintwicepod.
Very concise, and she hasn't had to look at any notes for that for about 40 episodes.
Aren't you impressed?
Yeah, because I'm kind of occasionally listening back to our archives because I try and see what things worked well and what
Sure.
conversation pieces were good to try and learn from it going forward. It turns out we're flawless. I didn't know that. Yeah, I mean, you know more than The Rock. It's great.
Oh, God. I hadn't thought, do you know what? I haven't thought about that comment in a while.
There you go.
And
Put that back
now
in there.
I'm annoyed again.
Yeah, of course you are. Of course you're annoyed. You don't let these things go. Why should you?
Elephants never forget.
Oh, don't be like that, Dumbo. But no, honestly, really good. And like I said, it actually gets me excited to watch future takeovers to get them in the archives. So we may feature one sooner rather than later, amongst everything else that we want to cover off, of course. I will readily admit that the next 2 episodes are going to be shorter ones, but they are going to be I think they'll be more conversational based than
okay.
recounting what
Okay.
exactly is happening, like in terms of moves, shall we say.
Okay.
Which I think has actually been some of our better episodes, in my personal opinion, are the ones where we go off piece. So yeah, I'll leave that as a small morsel in the water for those to bite onto, latch onto. But yeah, nothing else from me.
Nope.
Hope you've had a nice time as
I had a
well.
lovely time.
Great.
Did you have a nice time?
I've had a lovely time.
Good.
It made me feel young again, having turned 36 since the last recording.
No, sure.
But I hope you have all had a wonderful time as well, and you've enjoyed the show, and you'll tune in for the next one. But until then, everyone, take care.
Bye.
Until next time, this has been a Win Twice Wrestling production. Peace out.